Oh look, there's still a little bit of daylight left in this video. Maybe this one will actually make it to fucking YouTube. But you know who I am. That's me. And I decided I wanted to try to make yet another video to update about my car. If you don't know me, then you don't know. But I have a 2016 something. Kind of called it a bitch limit. Anyway, I own this car and it's just been one giant clusterfuck. Some backstory: I purchased the car in May of 2021. I've owned it for about a year and 6 or 8 months, somewhere in there, however long it is. And the car's always had problems. Like when I drove it home from Chesterfield, wherever the fuck, they couldn't even put the tires on it first. Like they didn't know the tire fitment. They had the tires on wrong, test driving it went horrible. They finally got the tires on the fucking right, and we didn't even want to test drive it. It was just like, if it actually stopped making that loud ass crunching weird sound, it was like, let's just take this shit and go. And we'll get that shit sorted on our own if anything else is wrong. Okay, so that happened. I replaced the tires because they were summer only in Ohio. That was suicide. So I replaced those, and I've given the car its maintenance. I've had the hood latch fixed. I've had the steering column attempted to fix that shit 3-4 times. Wasted $500 or $600 a pop on that. It's gotten all its oil changes. It's got every maintenance thing it needs. At about April of 2022, or actually around my birthday, March 29th, 2022, the car started acting weird. Check engine lights like cable, but it still ran perfectly normal. A little time passed, it started having issues. More times passed, that issue developed into more. So originally it was a collapse lifter. It's just a collapse lifter. It would make that fucking ticking sound. After about months of fighting with it, with the oil cleaners and engine cleaners and block cleaners and all the stuff that you can put in there without actually taking the engine apart, I had to stop that sound. But it was still fucked up. Then it started, after it shut the trunnion needle bearings out before I fully got it to stop making that sound. But after it stopped making that sound, it just got worse. And then I took it to Serpentini. They confirmed it was a collapse lifter, cylinder 6. So basically I paid $375 for them to tell me I was right. They just basically told me what lifter or what cylinder it was on. They wanted $6,000 ish to fix my car. I mean, I'm assuming they were basically gonna put a genuine engine in and remove the L99. So about this car, we're gonna have to debunk a lot of bullshit. People keep saying that, oh, these cars don't have active AFM or active fuel management or displacement on demand or whatever the fuck they want to call it or rename it to. Yes, the fuck it does. The Pontiac G8 GT has it. This car is the same fucking thing. It has it too. The only exceptions are manual, which is a genuine LS3, which can be confirmed by the valley cover. If you don't believe that your Chevy SS has active fuel management in it, go into your computer's ECU. You see there's an option there to turn it off. Why is there an option there to turn it off if your car doesn't have it? That's the first thought. Secondly, you can get the Diablo Sports Tuner to tune your car. If you haven't had the work done, it's there and it's on. If somebody had your car before you and they had the work done, then the AFM it's there, but it's been deactivated. If they had the work done, the lifters are done, etc. I'm just rambling because it's like you have to piece all this shit together. But the lifter issue causes the trunnion needle bearings to come out the sleeve because of GM's shitty design. And the thing is that it don't matter what version of the car you got for that. The The rocker arm situation is across the board, if I remember correctly. It don't matter if you use manual or automatic. That shit's across the board. And once they come out, because you like, oh, I got a manual, I can just do this shit. And you always run the risk of the trending needle bearings coming out if you do not upgrade the rocker arms. If you do not believe me, Google it. They said that my car has upgraded rocker arms from whoever had it before me. Now, I'm calling this bullshit. Why? Because if they did, there would be some sort of snap. We're going to have to find a snap ring and some other shit once the valve covers are coming off. But they haven't actually looked at my car yet, so I haven't gotten that message. But I'm assuming they're going to look at my car, and I'm going to get something similar to what I saw on Instagram, as there's a white SS on LS Swaps, the Instagram for LS Swaps, that has the trending needle bearing issue so severe that the entire thing came out, and you can see how it sits in there, and it looks fucking dumb. I saved that post on Instagram too, so I can potentially use all this shit for as evidence in court to show that it's not just happening to me, it's happening to anybody with this vehicle that is unlucky enough to have any sort of performance parts into their car. Meaning, if you have a performance cam in your car, if you have your cam has been modified in any way, shape, or form, and it is not a stock cam, you run the risk of your car just having a fucking issue. And GM knew that even if you don't do anything and you have slight wear on your lifters or the bore or some stupid shit, or one of the filters get clogged up, this shit automatically causes a fucking problem. And the funny thing is that the dealership that had this car before me, all they had to do was swap the lifters out, deactivate the fucking AFM. They have the fucking computers there, so they don't need to pay for that, because it's a dealership. All they had to do was swap in normal lifters, and my car wouldn't have never had the fucking problem. Or it wouldn't have had the base problem that caused the trending needle bearings to come out. Then it would have been a 50-50 if you actually had that shit happen. But if you do the shit right, the way that I plan on doing it, or the way that I want to do it, all that shit's eliminated. I have the CHE kit that eliminates trending needle bearings. Is the first thing I bought. That was the first thing that I bought for my car. So I said, if I don't have the trending needle bearings in my shit, I want to prevent it from ever happening. It did happen directly after the collapse left. It immediately happened. I guess in the force from the fact that the push rod isn't able to actuate the fucking lifter, it's just basically, and it shook the shit out anyway. Yeah, I'm missing Chipotle deliveries, and I don't really care. And I'm missing doubles, and I don't really care, because we know that they changed how the system works, and doubles are no longer worth it. Like, it's just not worth it. It used to be you get paid peak pay or extra per order. Now it's you get paid one bulk. So like, let's say they're offering $2 extra for every order you take. It used to be every order you take, because it used to count each order as an order. Now it sees it all. It sees a group order all as one, which makes it not worth it. I don't even care about Lilas and what they're offering. I'm over goal, so I can continue to do what the fuck I want to. But basically, my car has sat at the place that it's at for 6 weeks. I haven't driven my car in 6 weeks. I haven't seen my car in 6 weeks. I went up there last night to put some air in my tires and get the car jack, the rod thing that you need to jack up to actually use the car jack that I have. So in case we need to do an oil change on old Betsy ourselves. And I also got a picture of how much I've paid off on my car. Now imagine that you've owned the car and you've paid off $12.5K, and you've never been able to enjoy the car, even basically see what the car can do. Like, you see all these people on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, blah, 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 blah. They get the rev and run around and drive their car like madmen. If I couldn't, you can't even do that to my car, because it wouldn't even, like, the check engine light would go from solid to flashing, and it would just shut off. It was like, no, it's not even gonna let you do that shit. You shift my car too hard, it shuts off. My car randomly shuts off for no reason. You have to baby my car. You've had to baby my car since I first got it in May. And a week after I got it, I got into a small fender bender, and I asked somebody, why the hell does this car act like that? The people that make the fucking torque converters and camshafts, they responded. Somebody probably upgraded your camshaft, but they didn't do the torque converter. They didn't do the torque converter. That's where it's just like one big domino effect. You didn't do this, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. The car struggles. Yeah, the car can run perfectly fine, and that's how they sold. They said, oh, it was running fine. Yeah, of course it's running fine long enough for you to get it off the lot, bitch. That's the one other thing that they was like, oh, you were so happy. Yeah, it run perfectly fine for you to get it off the lot, bitch. It's not like I drove the car. Like, you don't have to see me with an Instagram full of videos and dumb shit of me ripping and burning. Every time somebody asked me to burn rubber, I said, no, why? Because I know I'm a delivery fucking person. I need those tires. I need that shit to manage in snow. I don't need to get stuck. But yeah, I've tried to make every good decision I could with this car. And this is what I'm left with. I've spent $12,566, and what do I have to show for it? A car that I can't drive. I contacted the people with Alu. I gave them the story. I gave them the link. I let them see everything. I forget when I said something to them, but they ain't said nothing back. The lady said she was gonna say something to me when somebody said something back. I figured I would give them the holiday to do what they need to do. I would just let the holiday pass and see if they responded. So far, today is the 30th. They said jack shit. Do I think they're gonna help out? No. It would be nice to go to my mailbox and see I got a $4,000 check from them or something like that. That'd be great. Because then you ain't gonna help me. You can forget about me, because I'm gonna forget about you and get my car fixed. But it's just like, it's old, dude. Like, and then I can't fully be mad at the place that my car is sitting at, because I'm secretly hoping that the warranty people, I have a fucking warranty on the fucking engine, or 171K miles. My car's at 105, maybe. Barely 105, not 106, not even close to 106. It's like halfway to 106K miles. I have a fucking warranty that says it's supposed to be valid to 171K miles. They put that shit on there like they're the ones that put that engine in there. Now, that's what I'm thinking. I'm asking myself, like, where does this engine come from? Is this engine genuine to the car? Oh, yeah, it's genuine to the fucking car. It only comes in that fucking car and a fucking Camaro. So yeah, it's genuine to the fucking car. They did that shit deliberately. It's why that fucking car got no fucking TV time. That car got no coverage, because they figured out that, oh, this is an experiment that's gone wrong. This shit, there's like a 60% chance if anything goes on within this engine, that shit blows the fuck up, and it's a $6,000 repair. That's what I'm dealing with. I can show you proof of everything. I can include links to every fucking thing, because I post most of the proof online publicly and try to dissuade people from buying a car from that fucking place. At least that's the one thing I feel like I can do, is just stop people from, like, do not believe in that powertrain warranty bullshit that they try and put in the window. They ain't gonna stand behind that shit. They're gonna try to do anything they can to blame that shit on you. Even if there's a fucking class action lawsuit that details the exact problem that you're having right the fuck now in detail, and they're like, oh, they don't even want to look at that shit. But yeah, that's the result of my car. I'm tired of talking. I'm out.